This is the Mesonet Weather Report, and I'm Wes Lee. May is usually the time of year that many herbicide applications are applied. Due to rainy days and high spring winds, finding a suitable day to spray is often hard to find. The Mesonet Drift Risk Advisor can help to find those times in the forecast when the weather is suitable for pesticide applications. The mobile phone friendly advisor is found under all the crops in the ag section of the website. It has 3 buttons to choose from: current conditions, forecast, and past data. Current conditions show the latest 5-minute data from your site, including wind speed and direction, temperature, and if you're experiencing a temperature inversion. Avoiding inversions is critical in reducing herbicide drift. If currently in an inversion, the box will say yes and be red. The second button is for displaying an hourly forecast with weather parameters that you put into the form. When you get data, an hourly forecast will be printed based on the North American forecast model. A caution here is that there is no inversion data in the forecast section. The Past Data button allows you to look at historical weather conditions for your spray record keeping, including temperature inversions. You can look back from the current date and time or select any historical date after the tower was installed. Now here's Gary with the latest version of the drought map.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, we had more tornadoes, more severe weather, and also more rain. And that really helps us in the drought category. Let's take a look at the newest map and see where we are. Well, most of the drought across eastern Oklahoma, at least east of I-35, is now gone. We still have just a tiny bit up in far northeastern Oklahoma, but really the focus of drought now turns to the western third of the state, especially across northwestern Oklahoma, where we have severe drought and also moderate drought increasing across much of the area. So unfortunately, not enough rain there. Hopefully this week we'll get some more and start to cut down on that drought as well. Let's take a look at some of the remarkable rainfall we've had over the last 30 days or so. Really, this begins about 3 weeks ago, but we'll go back to the 30-day time frame and look at the Mesonet rainfall map. Now, first we can see those very, very low totals out in the Panhandle and up in northwest Oklahoma. That's where we definitely need help. But we also see all those wonderful colors down across the southeastern half of the state, up in north central Oklahoma as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches, in some cases nearly 15 inches in parts of south central and central Oklahoma. So lots of rainfall in those areas. When we look at the departure from normal rainfall maps from that same time frame, that really spells it out with all those lovely green and blue colors. 2 to 3 inches above normal across much of the state, but also areas 4 to as many as 9 inches above normal in some of those regions where the thunderstorms trained over many times over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So lots of good rainfall. Unfortunately, you can also see the deficits across the western third of the state, and especially up in the Oklahoma Panhandle, where deficits of 1 to 2 inches still reign supreme. Let's take a look at the pasture and range conditions from the USDA. This is for May 5th, 2024. This is the percent good to excellent. Oklahoma stands at 52%, which is 33% higher than last year at this time. So all that good precipitation and also warm weather has worked wonders for Oklahoma in the pasture and range conditions category. Finally, it does look like we might stay in this rainy pattern for just a little while longer. It is May after all. We do see for the next week increased odds of above normal precipitation for the entire state. And that's significant if we're in May because that's the rainiest month of the year. So any amount of above normal precipitation would be welcome. So May's done wonders for working on our drought. Let's hope we get some in northwest Oklahoma, get some improvements up that way, and get ready for the long hot summer. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.